Cheers, Dermot.
Yay! Hi, Dave.
Isn't this a better
Cheers.
studio to do
This is way better.
an interview, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
And this is going to be about interviewing.
Mm-hmm.
I think one of the things people don't know about you is that you have a bit of a journalism background. That
way back.
You came out of the prairies.
Yeah.
You crawled out of a prairie field with a camera in your hand, right?
Yep.
And
much.
you did some learning, higher level learning.
Mm-hmm.
Too.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, about that.
And you've been watching me do podcast interviews and for a little while now. Mm-hmm. And I am, through our conversations, very interested in having you interview me using that master's thesis knowledge of yours.
Yes, he has a master's degree.
Yeah, this university-educated guy with a journalism background, right? That's turned artsy.
Okay, Dave, I'll stop you right there.
Interrupt me. That's a good technique.
No, that's I know.
Anyway, so this one's your podcast interview.
Oh my God.
So go ahead.
Okay.
Good luck with that. What really helps me when I'm being interviewed by somebody is feeling that we're at a mutual sort of space and time that we've have a mutual idea of what we want to talk about. I know your experience, you know mine, and that's helpful because it allows us to go on these little tangents and come back, right?
Yeah. And to generate different stuff, to sort of go where we're unprepared to go.
Yeah.
You know?
I think what helps me in what I try to do is that I have a lot of general interests and a lot of general experience. So it seems to me that I can relate to a lot of people, one way or another.
Yeah.
And I think that's the best thing about good interviewers, is that they can relate to the person, right? That it's relatable. Maybe the topic, but also each other's personal lives.
Yeah.
As soon as I can find something that's common between us, that breaks the ice, right?
Yep.
And,
even if it's just an idea, or a sort of memory, or a place, or
What some people don't realize in some of those interviews is that I've talked with that person for a half hour before the interview.
Yeah.
I'm fishing for information.
Yeah.
I want to find something in some kind of relationship where it's off camera, but I garner some information that I can use. And I only need three things. I only need three questions, and I only need three things I know about the guy.
Really?
Or person.
Yeah.
And I can do an interview.
Yeah.
And I boiled it down to that.
Wow.
Now, other interviewers might have a different thing, but I need three things.
And they have to be quite separate. They
Yeah.
can't be one related to the other.
Or something that you could use as a transitional thing, right? Where they're like, oh yeah, we talked about that, right?
Yeah.
So they know where I'm going, but I'm going there, and they know, oh, that's what, It really is an organic thing.
Yeah.
But it's helpful.
It's also a skill, because I can hear in your head what's going on in my head. Is that I can, because it's a little bit like chess as well as Go. It's this kind of idea that a lot of the interview is in the interviewer's head. It's sort of just jumping a little bit away, like, okay, Dermot's going to come to this point where he wants to hand it over to me, and he was going to shape it into some sort of a question, right? So I've got to be thinking that way as the interviewer who's being interviewed, right? So, and I'm not going to end it with, do you agree with that? I'm going to just jump over that and sort of say, does that make us, is that creativity? Is that what that is?
I think so. It's an adaptive creativity, and have an intuition and all those other virtues of of an engaged personality, right? If you notice, I'm very eye contact, right? That's huge, right? And in an interview,
you have a great listening capability too, which I noticed a long time ago. It's like, shit, this is disarming because he's actually listening to this Irish fool.
listening, it's more important to listen than to talk, right? And I have been in interviews where I can't listen because I'm thinking about the next thing I want to say. And I keep repeating in my head,
to try
oh my God, this is the question, I got to keep it, right? If you have the confidence to register what comes across your head and put it into a compartment as a possible question.
This is the bullpen.
This could be it. That could be the question.
Yeah.
But a lot of my mistakes in interviews is getting distracted by that and stop talking. Stop listening. Right?
Yeah.
And there are times when at the beginning of one of your monologue, where it's your turn to speak and you're talking and whatnot, that, I should ask this, goes there. But because I'm still listening, I come up with a better thing. So that first thing becomes a B plan. Now I'm listening for something that I can jump on right at the end naturally. So I can ask a question about the last thing you want to say, because I can tell when you're done talking. Right? Where you got your point across. Now it's my turn. Right? And if that point is made, and I have something to say, it's very much better than my plan B, my first question that popped into my head. Because that's 5 minutes ago. Right? But I have that just in case I don't like where you went. But that's what I'm thinking.
It's almost a sort of not reverse, but just a different direction. Again, that idea of steering. Right?
Steering and the throttle, right? But I spend a lot of energy trying not to think and listen instead. Because the listening is automatic thinking. So I don't have to worry about thinking; it's already happening when I'm listening. But I got to stop thinking about the first thing that came into my head. That's the real exercise. That's what takes some energy is to block out what came into my head. And listen, actually, real. Right. So
I guess we should. I'm getting tired. What time is it?
Well, it's time for another scotch.
Okay.
I just
good to go.
We're wrapping up. We're wrapping up. We can talk again sometime. We don't have to do it all now. That's the other thing.
No, I know.
We don't have to do it all now.
No. We can. There can be.
And I've been ending most of my interviews like that. Let's talk again. Whenever you feel like
that
it.
That was Peter's best thing, I thought. Peter was like, he would get to the end of his interview, and as I remember it, and it would be like, oh gosh, we've got to talk about this and this and this and this, got so much more stuff to talk about next time. What's up with Peter anyway? He's leaving?
Well, they already left.
Okay.
They moved to the Belleville, Kingston area. They're going to be with their daughter. They have a big house. They're doing well. They made room for them. Renovated the house. The hardest part was going through all their 30, 40, 50 years of materials and
That's it's a pretty big loss. I mean, they should still write. They should still write for Back to the Bay. I think so.
I hope so. But I'm kind of thinking maybe I should go out to their place and interview them in their new digs.
Why not?
That'd be great, right? So that'd be worth a trip. Anyways, thanks for the interview.
You did quite well.
Well, thank you.
Yes.
Yeah, you did well too.
Okay, crew, wrap it up.
Right on. That was good. I think we covered some good stuff.